Let me say something that's gonna annoy a very specific group of people. If you think the best striker fire pistol is automatically the one with the longest slide and the longest sight radius, you're not wrong, you're just wrong. Because for me, the sweet spot has never been longer.
Besides, size doesn't matter.
It's never been more gun. It's been more grip, less slide. Full size grip, shortest slide, think 19X. On paper, it looks like Springfield made a typo. In real life, it feels like they made a point. This is a Springfield Echelon 4.0 FC, chambered in 9mm, and yes, FC sounds like a Wi-Fi password, and full-size compact sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. It's a very specific kind of logic. You see, full-size grip for leverage and control, with a compact slide that tracks faster and doesn't feel like you're swinging a canoe off the front of the gun. And I'm just gonna call it what it is. This is Springfield's Glock 19X, but in the Echelon world. And just like the 19X is my favorite Glock, this Echelon 4.0 FC just became my favorite Echelon. I can't say it's my favorite Springfield because that would be this guy, the Prodigy. But I digress. Here's what people don't get until they shoot this setup. A longer grip gives you leverage. Leverage means recoil management feels easier. And when the slide is a little shorter, the whole gun balances more naturally in your hand. So when you're going target to target, the gun doesn't feel like it's dragging you around. It moves like it's reading your mind. And that's why I like this configuration. I like to shoot fast. I like a slide that returns like it's got a personal vendetta against physics. Full-size guns can feel Cadillac-y. Sure, they're smooth and they're comfortable and predictable, but this is more like sports mode. Same family, different personality.
Before you finish watching this video, I want to quickly talk about the hearing protection that I'm wearing in this video. These are the AKT1 blackout wireless in-ear hearing protection with Bluetooth. I like to call them the AirPods for shooters. I say for shooters because AirPods don't protect your hearing, but these do. They are hands down my favorite in-ear hearing protection that I've ever used, and I mean ever. They have an NR 25 dB auto noise blocking. They can enhance your hearing by 6 times. They have advanced noise cancellation, Bluetooth connectivity with high fidelity speakers so you can take phone calls and listen to music. They have a battery life of 10 hours with an additional 30 hours in the charging case, and they're low profile and stylish enough to fit in not only at the gun range, but in your gym, while you're studying, working, at school, at home, you name it. I'm in love with these things, and now they're finally available on my store at shop.mrcolionnoir.com, or you can just click the link in the description section of this video. All the ammo used in this video was brought to you by Noir, maker of the most innovative, most accurate, and most effective bullets and ammunition in the industry.
Now, before anyone starts writing a think piece in my comment section, yeah, it's still an Echelon. But the weird part is, even when everything is the same, it feels different. Because shooting is where the distinction of truth lives. And this version right here made me want to keep shooting. And here's a scary thought. If this 4.0 FC already feels this good, what happens when Springfield inevitably gives this exact setup a comp? Because if that happens, you might be looking at the most obnoxiously enjoyable striker-fired pistol Springfield has ever made. Look, Springfield can name this gun whatever they want. All you need to know is this. It's the Echelon grip that gives you the full hand purchase paired with the shorter slide that keeps the gun nimble. And that combo matters more than people admit, because the moment you stop treating pistols like a spec sheet and start treating them like tools you actually have to run under pressure, balance becomes everything, at least to me. So why is a full size grip in a compact slide a cheat code to me? Well, there are 3 reasons this setup works, whether you realize it or not. 1, leverage. That longer grip gives you more surface area. More surface area gives you more control. More control makes recoil feel smaller than it is. And then 2, return to 0 speed. A slightly shorter slide tends to feel like it cycles faster. I'm not here to pretend you need a lab coat to enjoy this. You feel it when you shoot it fast. And then there's the balance. See, a longer slide can make the gun feel a little nose heavy. With this, the gun feels centered, like it's sitting in your hand, not hanging off the front of it. That's why the transitions feel so natural. That's why it feels like it wants to stay on target. Now, this is the part that confuses people, because you can look at it and go,
It's an Echelon, bro.
And you're right, same optic system, same grip texture, same vibe, but it doesn't shoot like the other ones. Not because Springfield reinvented gunpowder, but because proportions change the whole experience. This is the same reason a car with the same engine feels completely different with a shorter wheelbase and a different weight distribution. Same ingredients, different recipe, different personality. I said it before and I'll say it again. I like my guns to try hard. I want them to be desperate to impress me. And the Echelon platform does that without feeling like a gimmick. The optic mounting setup is genuinely practical. The slide treatment isn't just cool looking, it's functional. The grip texture and ergonomics feel like they were made by someone who actually shoots. And when you put those strengths into a configuration that already matches what I like, yeah, I'm a fanboy. At this point, just stamp it on my forehead. So, who's this gun actually for? This isn't for the guy who wants the teeniest gun possible. And it's not for the person who wants a full-size duty pistol because that's what professionals use. This is for the person who wants a grip that doesn't feel like a compromise, a slide that doesn't feel like a boat anchor, a pistol that can do carry, home defense, range work, drills, all without feeling out of place. If you like the do everything compact size, but you don't like compact grips, this is the answer. Now, this is where I start grinning like a villain, because comps on the wrong gun can feel like you strapped a leaf blower to it. The concussive force, obnoxiousness, and just not honestly worth the trade a lot of the time. But on a setup that already feels balanced and fast, a comp can take nice and turn it into problematic. And I'm not saying it will be life-changing for everyone, but if you shoot enough to notice small differences, if you live in that mid to high skill zone, you're going to feel it immediately. Here's the simplest way I can put it. Some guns are good, some guns are practical, some guns are reliable, and then some guns make you want to keep shooting. That's the category this falls into for me. It's not because it's radically new, it's because it's the right proportions of a platform I already think is underrated. So yeah, Springfield calling it the Echelon 4.0 FC might sound like a model number for a microwave, but what it actually is Springfield taking the Echelon formula and putting it into the configuration that, at least for me, makes the most sense. Full grip, shortish slide, fast tracking, balanced, it's natural. If you're the kind of shooter who likes to run a gun hard and fast, this might be the Echelon that finally makes you understand the obsession. And if Springfield drops a comp version of this, whew, Lord help everybody's wallets.